Critically Awesome. My name is Trent,
And I'm Garrett, guys.
and we have an awesome show lined up for you guys. Sorry that we missed you guys last week. We were
Trent was
I
being
was very
lame.
busy.
He
I
was
was
being adult. It was kind of boring, to be honest.
trying to be an
Nothing really
adult, and
exciting.
being an adult sucks. Sucks. Oh, it sucks so bad. But anyhow,
Anywho,
anywho's, and yeah, so weekly updates. Actually, we don't have any shout outs, so.
no, not really. I didn't get any at least.
Sorry. I was going to our podcast on our watch station, and it decided that it wanted to play the commercial on me. Ugh. So, anyways, weekly updates. Basically, the only real thing I've watched this whole entire week is Archer, and I blame Garrett Donovan.
Awesome! Oh, I'm so glad you're into it.
It all started with me going, let's see what this is like. And first episode, I was like, it was all right. Let's see if I still like it after this episode. And so I watched that next episode. And I was like, well, that's all right, too. Let's see if I like it, if I still like it after this. And I'm 6 seasons into it saying the same thing every night. It was all right. Let's see if I still like it.
The first season's all right. The seasons after that get better, though, I think. At least.
Was that your dog or was that my dog?
That's mine.
Well, as I am attempting to post this on the FaceTubes. The FaceTubes.
Well, is that all you got on your movies, Trenton, that you watched?
The week before that, I watched Deadpool, and because I bought the movie Deadpool, and then I watched Star Wars: The Force Awakens, like always.
Nice. Well,
sure there's more than that, but I don't know. I can't really think.
I'm sure you totally forgot that we were doing the podcast tonight.
I did. I was, fishing today. Can you blame me?
Oh no, but you're the one who texted me saying, "Hey, podcast on Thursday," and then you don't text me back at all when I ask you what time it is.
I didn't know. Oh man. So, what about you? What is your?
Well, movie-wise, Sunday, we went and watched. Me and Savannah went and watched Alice Through the Looking Glass, which is a sequel to Alice in Wonderland. And actually, you can, if you look in our videos, our little video library, there is my and Savannah's actually. She was on our post-movie review. It was her first time ever being on it, like actually being on the camera. So make sure to check that out, kind of see what we thought about it and see if that maybe persuades you to go watch it. It was a pretty decent movie, I thought. Not like an amazing movie or anything like that, but it was pretty good for what it was, I guess. I watched Mockingjay Part 2 finally. I rented it on Amazon Prime, and I'll tell you what, it was an awesome ending to the Hunger Games series movies, I think. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. It definitely, I haven't read those books in a while, but it was like I was rereading the books. I mean, it was pretty much perfectly done. From book to movie comparison, and then of course, like how you were saying, Trent, there was some parts, of course, where they added in on Hunger Games where it wasn't in the book, but they added in other people's perspectives, just like a lot of President Snow's perspective and all that, and just kind of things that probably weren't in the books because most of the book was portrayed by Katniss. So, but
with really, all of the book, it was on Katniss Everdeen's part. So
I think I definitely I don't know why it took me so long to watch this part too, but I wish I would have seen it made in theaters. It probably would have been 10 times better as well. But I'd give it 2 thumbs up. If you guys haven't seen it yet, definitely go see it. It is awesome. Also, I watched Son of Batman, which was really cool. It's about which Batman finds out that he has a son, which the mom is the daughter of Ra's al Ghul, and his name is Damien, and he's pretty much like trained to be an assassin and all that. And Batman actually kind of turns him around a little bit. He actually teaches him that killing's not always the answer in a way. And it's a really good movie, actually. I enjoyed it. And then also I watched Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, which is pretty much what a lot of the scenes from Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice is from. It's a comic book that was written. It's actually The Dark Knight Returns, the comic book. That's what this was all based off of. It was really good, actually. I really enjoyed it. It's you kind of see where it's an older, retired Batman. Essentially, it's been like 10 years since he was Batman, and he just got kind of fed up with all the stuff that was happening in Gotham City because there's a big gang kind of in power called mutants or something like that, and he got tired of it, and he just came out of retirement, and it was just kicking ass, you know. It's pretty cool. And then you get the big fight between him and Superman kind of thing too, with the metal suit. Then TV wise, I started watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I've only got a couple episodes in, but I definitely like it even for the first couple episodes. So I can't wait to actually start more into that. And also, I've been watching Psych as well. I think we're like in season 5 or 6, and it's just getting better and better. It's hilarious. You should look into Psych too, Trenton. It's pretty good.
I've been told that from time to time, but I don't know. I've just haven't really thought about it.
Thought about
it.
And then comic book wise, I read the DC Universe Rebirth issue number 1, which is very mind blowing, to be honest. It's definitely very interesting to see how they kind of connect, bringing back some of the characters and kind of their old ways to the New 52 when they kind of revamped everyone. Also, I've been reading this one comic book called East to West, which is very interesting because you kind of follow the story of the Four Horsemen. You follow the story of the Four Horsemen, and which like Death kind of like goes rogue a little bit, and it just he kind of goes rogue. He like kind of falls in love and all that because the Four Horsemen bring the apocalypse and all that stuff, and what happened though in the beginning though is that you had the Civil War against the North and South. Well, then all of a sudden the Indian nation actually banded together and became one. And so then they fought against the North, in which actually the war lasted 25 years. And then something happened, and then they had an armistice in 1908. And now the United States is pretty much divided in 5 or 6 different parts. So it's pretty interesting. I like it. I definitely enjoyed it. If you guys want to go check it out. So it's really good, I think. Trenton?
Yep, I'm just doing stuff and things. Sorry, I had you muted. And I was screaming at you saying how much of a nerd you are for reading comic books. Good God.
Don't be jealous. If you had a comic book store in Branson, you would probably get comic books.
I don't know about that one. I don't know. I'm not a big reader right now it's only Game of Thrones that I'm reading. So for the same book for a whole year. Same chapter for about a week.
I bet you'd be interested in comic books.
I don't know.
Also, I read the Civil War too.
I do have a question for our viewers, though. Hopefully they can see this. I got 2 new posters, or actually wooden posters, and I need to know if I should take one of mine down and put one of these up, or if I should just wait till we get into our new house and put this guy right here. Lost this guy right here.
Our girl.
So, in the comments below, or here in the live chat, go ahead and do with that, because I'm very curious, and
I think you should put Superman up.
I don't know. I've already got Batman up, though.
Yeah, but you have quite a big poster there for Star Wars right next to you. So,
But it's Star Wars. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Millennium Falcon. I've even got Han Solo up there too. In my little
no, you can't. I didn't say you can't go wrong with any of them. I just suggesting.
I mean, the only other ones I could think to take down are my two ladies on my right hand side, but that would just be blasphemy. And then Captain America is the only Marvel thing I've got up there besides the Avengers over here. That's just, I'm in a bit of a pickle.
You're more of a DC guy anyway, Trenton.
Let's see here. You can see it's
be kind of cool. You see the head.
It'd be kind of creepy.
I don't know. Yeah, a little bit.
And if I just put Superman up there, all you'd see is Superman. But if I was to put it up here, there we go.
It's pretty bright.
I don't know. Bright.
It's a tough decision.
Let's see here. So, let's go ahead and do that weekly box office number thing that you were doing. If you want something about X-Men being at the top of the list, $65 million.
I know we missed last week, and which I'm not going to talk much about like numbers last week, but Angry Birds was number 1 last week, and then number 2 was Captain America. 3 was Neighbors 2. 4 was The Nice Guys, and 5 was The Jungle Book. What? What'd you say, Trenton?
Batman v. I said Angry Birds dropped down faster than what man did in the rankings.
Yeah, it went up pretty quick that first weekend came out, and then it dropped pretty damn fast. Anyways, so number 1 this past weekend was the X-Men Apocalypse, which made it in a little bit over $55 million or $65 million. Number 2 was Alice Through the Looking Glass, which that's a pretty big drop here. It made about a little over 26 million. And then number 3, this was number 1 last week. It's the Angry Birds movie, which made about 18 million, a little over 18 million, which dropped about 50%. And that's in the second week. Number 4 is Captain America: Civil War. Made a little over $15 million. That dropped a little over 50%. That's in its 4th week. And then Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising, which I'm surprised that's still number 5, or still in the top 5, to be honest.
Not after next week.
No, I guarantee not, especially with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming in. This coming up weekend here. That's made a little over $9 million. That dropped about almost 60%, and that's in its second week. So I've heard some mixed reviews of Neighbors 2. Like, it's funny, but I mean, it's just kind of stupid funny, I guess. You kind of can't go wrong with stupid funny. So I don't know. It's kind of. What'd you say, Trenton?
Brie Larson is in talks to play Carol Danvers or Captain Marvel. I don't like that choice. It was who did I? It was my Facebook. Or didn't post something about it, but I did say something about it.
Well, before we get in the news, actually, I was gonna we're halfway through the year, pretty much, right? I wanted to see if you could guess, Trenton, the top 5 grossing films of 2016. See how
Hmm.
good you are.
Well,
So who's number 5? Who do you think number is 5?
that's a good question. I don't really know. I can't really think about that right now because I'm trying to think of the actress who I wanted to play Captain Marvel. And until I figure that out, I don't know. I see. Dahmer. That's right. How could I forget that? She was my number 5 on top actresses.
Oh, the one who plays Marjorie.
Yeah, Marjorie Tyrell. I mean, look at that. They
I can't. You're kind of glaring.
look at that.
Yeah, she could be it. Yeah,
She
she could
could
be.
definitely be it.
Yeah, she could be a Miss Marvel.
I mean, it's Natalie Dahmer. You can't go wrong with Natalie Dahmer.
Oh no,
Look at
not
that
at all.
face.
She definitely has that smirk.
Face. Oh my God, it's
Yeah, she definitely has that smirk
beautiful.
going. Yeah,
Keep looking at it. I mean,
I am looking at it. Now, this isn't a done deal though either, from what I've read about that. By the way. You still there, Trenton?
and Garrett,
Yeah, I'm here.
Garrett,
Yeah.
did you hear any of what I said?
No, I did not.
Crap. I said Hollywood. If you're listening, they would probably cut me out because they didn't want Natalie Dahmer to be.
Oh.
Hollywood, if you're listening in, Natalie Dahmer, make it so.
Anyways, so
I feel better.
Trenton, can you
Are we still in the middle of those domestic box office things?
tell me? Can you get the top 5 grossing films of 2016 so
cannot.
far? Oh, come on! Yes, you can. What's number 5? What do you think number 5 is?
Well, I know this much. It's not Batman v Superman.
Why not?
Well, it might be. And then Captain America, then X-Men Apocalypse.
For the top 5 grossing films of 2016?
16?
Yes, of this year, because we're halfway through the year now.
Would that count for Star Wars or?
No, Star Wars was in December of last year.
Okay. Why would you put me on the spot like this, Garrett?
Because I like making you think. Come on.
You're evil. I don't even know what all came out this year.
Yeah, you do.
I
You
know.
just don't remember is the problem.
The only things I can think of are what's in front of me besides, Batman v Superman.
Okay, where do you think Batman v Superman fell?
Probably number 3,
No.
4.
Yes.
Shit.
It made $871 million. That's number
And then
5.
Captain America. Number 5.
No. How? It's only been out a week.
Why not?
It only made $65 million.
Million less than Batman v Superman.
No. Batman made 100 and something million first weekend.
Mother's Day.
No.
That one was a joke too, because honestly, I don't know.
You're just not really trying, is what you're.
Number 1 is Captain America.
That is true, because it made over $1 billion.
Gross. And I don't know. I liked it.
What's number 2? You've seen it.
Zootopia.
Correct. Made $993 million.
Now what's number 3 and 5?
Well, you guess. What's number 3?
I don't know. What movies even came out this year? Killing me, Garrett. Killing me. So much good. I'm only looking forward to the future. I don't dwell on the past. What was number 3?
All right, fine. I'll give you this one. Number 3 was The Jungle Book.
Sarah would have never
That
guessed
made
that.
$882 million. Guess number
What was
5.
number 5? No idea, because I couldn't even guess the Jungle Book. So
I just watched it.
Is it Deadpool? Really?
Yep.
Batman v
Deadpool made
beat out Deadpool?
$763 million.
Interesting.
So, top 5 grossing films this year so far is Deadpool, Batman v Superman, Jungle Book, Zootopia, and Captain America at number 1.
I've got the Hulk.
I do too.
I kind of can't wait to get our new house, so that I can put these guys in plain sight somewhere. Maybe get a webcam and have my setup. Not this whole webcam on my computer crap. I miss having that setup. That was a nice setup. So, Flash movie finally has a replacement director. Rick?
Yes, the original director was not necessarily fired per se. He was let go because of creative differences. And so they picked up a new director, Rick. I have no idea how to say his last name. Inuya? I don't know. But I know I just butchered that last name like no other. But so they got a new director now. And I guess he's just going to pick up where the old director left. So hopefully that movie's still going to be pretty good. Also, like Trent was saying before, Brie Larson is in talks with Marvel Studios about playing Carol Danvers, which, if most people don't know who she is Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel. She also has some other names apparently. I guess she's Captain Marvel because I guess she was in the military prior becoming Miss Marvel, which just confused the crap out of me when I saw this first because I thought they were talking about Captain Marvel as in DC Universe Captain Marvel. So
that's Marvel.
Really?
Yeah, it's Marvel.
It's still spelled the same.
But it's Marvel. That's how
I heard it both ways.
Well, this isn't Burger King. You can't have it your way.
Well, it is because it's Marvel. That's how you spell it, and that's how it's said.
It's Marvel.
No, it's not.
It's Marvel. Captain Marvel is the DC, and then it's Captain Marvel and or Shazam. Oh, no bolt of lightning. That's disappointing.
Well, that's not how they say it in the cartoons.
Was it wrong?
So, anyways, but it's just talks of there's not a actual contract for it yet. So, but that's just kind of, I guess that's their runner-up for, or their leading person to be Captain Marvel. So
well, the other is because she was that one chick in America, the first Avenger who kissed Captain America.
Oh, really?
Peggy shot. Like, you remember whenever he first got
I didn't really like the first Captain America, really.
There's something wrong with you.
CGI in it was horrible.
Kind of like Civil War?
No, Captain America was kind of the second one was awesome, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have full faith in the Russo brothers, that's for sure. They're going to kill, good kill
when they do the Infinity Wars. Do they have Infinity Wars or is it someone else? Is it Kevin Feige?
So, Kevin Feige is just the director of operations.
Oh.
Like the big boss.
Gotcha. Okay.
Over Marvel. He's like, what? Yeah.
And
I was just watching
what Greg Jones is now, or Jeff Jones.
Who's good?
Jeff Jones he's actually the head person now of the DC universe.
So yes,
he's also the writer of DC as well.
Another cool thing is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice is going to be coming out on the 28th of this month.
Yeah. Is it 20? Is it that's for digital, right? Because I saw for Blu-ray, it's like.
That's disappointing.
But I don't know if you watched that trailer at all, Trenton. But it kind of gives you like a little bit of sneak peek of what some extra scenes, But they actually released a trailer for its Ultimate Edition. It's coming out next month. And so it was pretty cool, though. There's some, I don't know how the scenes pop into the original PG-13 movie. It's definitely going to be interesting to see it when it comes out. I'm definitely excited for it.
Me too.
Me too.
I'm so excited for that one because that was my favorite movie of the year. Martha? July 9th. In that.
You forgot what?
Oh man, what's her name?
Who?
She was also in The Hunger Games.
Oh, also it's kind of cool. The guy who plays Foggy Nelson in Daredevil, he plays in The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 2.
Yeah, he's the cameraman.
Yeah, he's the guy he can't talk because his tongue was cut out.
He's a Pollux.
Yeah, Pollux. I couldn't remember the name of what they called him.
The name of this chick.
Who are you talking about, Trevor?
The axe-wielding one. Shit, what's her name? Jenna Malone. That's right. Face, and then I remembered her name. She played, not Cressida. That was somebody else. And you already talked about Reboot going on for 6 months. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, prior before that, Rebirth came out last week. The issue #1, and this week they came out with the main characters like Batman, Green Arrow, Green Lanterns, and Superman. So, we've been going on for about 6 months now.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, it pretty is.
Our podcast has gotten better since then, but the video, that's for sure. Well, we're also using shitty computers for.
Yeah, you're like, every other word I can't hear you because you're like breaking up.
On my side. My side, it's nice, but your side, it seems like it does the same thing. So, let's go on to our main segment. What you say? What you say? And that's why we are friends.
Say my name.
No.
Say it.
The man has no name.
Speaking of which, Game of Thrones. We missed last
speaking
week.
of which, I went to Wendy's one day and I said, "What's your name?" And I said, "The man has no name."
I think you said that
and
last podcast.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
I did it again, and
then you did. then he wrote down the man. He should not be named. Yeah.
Then I went to McDonald's and I asked for a Royale with cheese, and they gave me a stupid look, like what? Cheese.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a quarter pounder with cheese, but that's what they call it in France because they got the metric system over there. They don't even know what the hell a quarter pound is.
Oh man,
Pulp Fiction, killing me. It's the whole scene whenever Jules and Samuel Jackson's characters sitting in the. So John Travolta and Samuel Jackson are sitting in the car together, and he's like, "You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese over in France?" And I said, "What?" So Royale with cheese. You know what I call that? Because I ain't got the metric system over there. And then you see the same scene, but it's they're doing that. Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more time.
You're really bad at cussing, Trenton, by the way, on this podcast.
Just this podcast or
language?
Phrasing. Breakdown. We're going to get off of Pulp Fiction. It's hard to do that because it's such a quotable movie. Game of Thrones breakdown. Do you want to start it out?
Well, okay, so last week was episode 5 called The Door, which was kind of a weird one until you figure out at the very end of that episode. So we kind of start off with Castle Black. Sansa gets a letter from Littlefinger. She tells him to meet him in, I think, what is it, Molestown?
Yeah, Molestown.
I think it is. Yeah, he tells her to meet her Molestown. Peter says he plays his games with Sansa, but Sansa knows, that he has kind of feelings for her, as I think he kind of showed that last season. But she kind of calls him out on his bull. Like, either you knew about him or you did. If you did know about him, you're my enemy. If you didn't know about him, you're stupid, pretty much. I mean, she was ready to pretty much tell Brianna to just, like, cut him in half,
I was waiting for it, too. I was like, oh, do it. Do it.
But you
do it.
But you kind of see, though, that because, Peter, he kind of, when he goes into a room, he's always one step ahead of everyone. He's always has an advantage over everyone. But you kind of see it here, though. He's kind of taken back with Sansa. He's not prepared for what she is, or what she's telling him, and she kind of tells him about what Ramsay's done to her and all that. And, she's like, no, I don't want your army. I don't want the Vale's army, because he offered it for her and all that. But then, I think she stands up for herself pretty well, I think. And then right before he leaves, he kind of throws this little information out saying, the Blackfish is taking back River Run, which is her great uncle, I think, because it's her mom's uncle. So
her mom. Wait, the Vale or
no, River Run, which is the Tullys, which is her mom's side of the family.
Yeah, it's her mom's side of the family.
Yeah.
Because her mom was Catelyn Tully before she became Catelyn Stark.
That is correct.
And then, isn't that the same city that's fighting for the king of the? Because that happened in the same where she's like, "I am your rightful queen," and they like drown the person who actually becomes the king. And
no, that's the Iron Isles. That's actually further down this episode. I know. I was and then, we'll get to it though. Then we come up with back in Bravos with Arya, and she's doing some more assassin training. And then she kind of the I can't remember the guy's name, the head guy of the
he has no name.
Well, he actually does have a name, but I can't think of his name at this moment. But he kind of tells her the history of like the no-faced,
the many-faced god. The many-faced god.
Yeah, many-faced god, but the many-faced god. He kind of tells her, and he kind of tells her the history about it and all that. And then he actually puts her on one last mission to kind of prove herself, which then puts us back into where there's this play going on in the town. And actually, the play pretty much is portraying like the whole, like her life story, essentially. Like things that she's lived through and all that. And kind of it portrays like Ned Stark as an idiot and all that. But you can kind of tell that Arya's doesn't really enjoy watching this stuff that she has lived through. and then you kind of see it brings up old memories that she's tried to run away from, and that she hasn't thought of in a long time, really. She's been in Bravos for quite a while and fighting and all that, but you kind of see it kind of brings back old memories and all that. And then we go up far north past the wall. You see Bran is in a vision with the Three-Eyed Raven. You get to see that how the White Walkers actually came to be. This was pretty interesting, I thought. Like the whole reason, who created them was the Children of the Corn. Or, not Children of the Corn. I did that again. Children of the Forest. I said that one time too when I was talking to someone at work about it. I don't know. Children of the Corn just rolled at the time more than Children of the Forest. But you see that they created the first White Walker.
The Ice King.
Yes. Or the Night King. I think they call him the Night King, actually, is his name.
Because the Ice King's already taken by Adventure Time.
Yeah. But you see him to create him. What's kind of cool, though, is that when you see him create him, that it was dragon glass that they shoved into his chest to create the Night King, which was pretty cool. Because it's kind of weird, though, because that's what kills them, too. That's what the only thing besides Valyrian steel can kill a White Walker.
Which, by the way, is one of the most rare metals in that.
Well, yeah, because old Valyria doesn't exist anymore.
That's delicious.
They pretty much were made to wage war with man, to kill man, in which they do it pretty well, but probably a little too well, don't you think?
A little bit.
No. And now we're in the Iron Isles, Trenton. Islands with Theon. Theon's sister, I can't remember her name. She throws her name in the ring to be king, of course, for the throne. The idea of having a queen, because there's never been a queen of the Iron Isles. But Theon backs his sister up, just like he said when he first arrived, of course. She gets the crowd going and all that, saying what we're gonna do this and that. We know we're gonna have the greatest army, the greatest navy, and all that. And then Theon, his uncle, their uncle, actually came out, throwing his hat in the ring, all that. And then which I kind of liked about it too, is that beat around the bush about their uncle killed their father. His sister accused him of killing the king, and he's like, "Yeah, I did it, pretty much." He was weak. We needed someone stronger, and pretty much like everyone's like, "Yeah, I agree. You're right." And he just admits it. Nothing too bad about it. And then all of a sudden he kind of talks about coming up with Daenerys. He's talking about building 1,000 ships and having 1,000 ships and going across to Marine, where is, and teaming up with her to go and conquer. Which is kind of funny, because I think actually it'd be more like Dany just killing him and then taking his ships.
I can see that happening. I'd rather see that. But anyways.
There's
so much that we need to talk about with that, and I tell you what, it's just hard to believe all the stuff that's happening with Daenerys.
Yeah, I know it is.
It's can crazy. Now add more to her name, so now it's 30-minute long introduction whenever she introduces herself.
I thought it was kind of, which I know when we're talking about episode 5, but like episode 6, Tyrion kind of made a joke about that, where it's like, Daenerys Stormborn, House of Targaryen, Khaleesi born of the
Mother
breaker of
of
chains,
Dragons.
yada 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 yada, mother of dragons, breaker of chains, yada yada yada. But then we see the kind of weird ritual they have their or to pronounce their king worthy. They actually will drown you,
Yeah.
which makes a little sense though what they're saying. It's what is dead may never die. And so they essentially will go into your passed out, and if you come back, you are a king. If you don't, of course, you're dead. But it just and then of course you have Theon and his sister. They run away. I'm thinking, what do you think, Trent? Where do you think they're going? I think they're going to try beating their uncle to Daenerys.
I think you're right. I think that they are going to go find, or they're going to team up with, go to sailing. So they might be going over to Marine.
Now, I just thought of this because
But,
of this past week's episode as well, and thought of this. Now, what if they stop at Bravos versus Arya, and Arya joins Theon and his sister?
Now Arya can't be with
What?
her betrayal. She made him for the third time, and the last time.
I don't know what you said.
They're Bravos anymore because she's betrayed, and he faced time to kill her now.
Yeah, she's on the run, but I think that I'm just kind of speculating, of course. But what if she becomes, what if she runs into Theon or something like that? Maybe, that's a possibility.
What I see happening is yes, she's going to run into. I mean, yeah, they're going to run into Theon, and then they're going to be like, start to the wall to where we can get Jon Snow.
Yeah, but they're heading to Winterfell, though, is the thing.
They will be. Actually, they're heading to other rooms to get.
They're gonna get the other. Yeah, they're gonna try to get other houses. Yeah.
Running into Arya somehow, and they're all going to get the Starks back together.
Yeah, I'd be
interested to see
how many. You be what?
I'll be damned if that doesn't happen. I think they're going to try to get all the Starks together to put, and then yeah. Everyone's going to in 7, maybe.
I didn't understand what you said. You were lagging.
I don't think that's though. Getting all the Starks back to Winterfell.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see if they will get rest of the Starks back together. But I don't know. I don't know if Theon will show his face to Jon. Because since he betrayed Robb,
Do you think that Jon Snow will take up a new name?
You think what?
Jon Stark? Jon Snow will take up a new name as Jon Stark.
I don't know.
Or if he'll keep Jon Snow.
Because what if he's not a Stark? Well, he probably is. He's part Stark because if he's Lyanne's son, he is a Stark, but he's also a Targaryen. And then we go to Marine, of course. Doran reveals that he is sick. He also finally he confesses that he loves Daenerys. Pretty much she just commands him to find a cure, essentially. So because she's like, I banished you, you came back. I banished you again, and you still came back. So she didn't know what exactly to do with him. And then she pretty much just says, go find a cure. Don't give up, pretty much. Then here she leaves Vastathrak with the Thraki army. And you kind of see Theon's plan is actually working, for now at least. She kind of, you know, they were actually introduced to another Red Witch. So you still there, Trenton? Anyways, they were introduced to another Red Witch. Varys, the spider, he pretty much like tries to prove that the Lord of the Light is nothing to really brag about. Then she talks about a pretty private part of Varys' past, which only one person knows, which is in the room, which is Tyrion. And so you kind of see he gets uncomfortable a little bit. And then we go into like pretty much the big final finish of this whole episode here. We're back up north, the Vision alone. And then he's like pretty much like in the middle of the whole White Walker army. Not just yet, at least. Then as he walks through the army, he reaches the three horsemen, I think, are the three leaders of the White Walkers. You have the Night King and the other two guys, I think. Or is there four? I feel like there's four.
Of everybody, or just
no, of like the head, the people who are on the horses for the White Walkers. I feel like there's three, maybe.
Four.
Is there four? I know there's. I can only think of three at the moment. Cause I know there's the Night King, and then two others, but I can't think there's another one. But as he gets to the Night King, he's looking around, and all of a sudden he turns around, and the Night King's right there, right in his face. And the Night King actually, he looks around because the rest of the White Walkers are looking at him, and he turns around right there. The Night King's right there, and as he comes out of the vision, pretty much. The Night King touches him, and touches him, and it pretty much what the whole point. And then he comes out of the vision, and the Dread Raven's like, did he touch you, or did he see you? Did he touch you? And he's like, no, I think he just saw me. And then all of a sudden he's like, no, he touched you. Now he can enter, and because they were pretty much like protected by some type of spell or some sort, and so the White Walkers couldn't walk in at all or couldn't find him. And now that he is marked, the Night King is welcome to walk in at any time. And so the Three-Eyed Raven's pretty much like, no, you need to leave now, And so, and pretty much, I mean, there's some other stuff before that, of course. And then we find out that pretty much that Bran has to become the Three-Eyed Raven because the Three-Eyed Raven cannot move. He can't leave. And so the Three-Eyed Raven's like, you got to become me. He's like, but am I ready? He's like, no. So he pretty much tries to download as much information to Bran as possible. Of course, the Children of the Forest, they try to fight off the White Walkers, but nothing really works. The leaders of the White Walkers,
that shit scared me. That shit scared the crap. That whole like scene where all those White Walkers and stuff are like crawling through the tunnel and whatnot.
Yeah, it's very horror. It's very horror movie type. I think it make a pretty good scary movie. I think
it made a great scary scene.
Summer dies.
Freaked me out.
Summer dies. So now there's only one direwolf left that we know of. Summer tries to get in there and kind of kill some, and she only killed maybe a couple and then dies because she was, just pretty much like swarmed. And so
Everybody's
pretty much what happened
so
is then I can't remember her name, the third person that is helping Bran. She's trying to wake up Bran, but she can't, and she's like saying, "We need Hodor," And then Bran kind of hears that, and so he wards into Hodor, because Hodor is pretty much the only one who can carry Bran, and so he wards into him, and they start to run off, running down this tunnel through this door, and they get through they're trying to bust through the